Hey, what's going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. It is January 16th. MSTY declared their dividend date yesterday. They will be on ex-dividend date today. And it looks like they don't care that they went on ex-dividend rate. You know what I mean? Because MSTR is rocking and rolling as well. So looking at the data, they did announce $2.27 per share that they will be paying out tomorrow. So let's go ahead and populate this data here with that dividend announcement. Trying to think of who else in this list. So AMZY 0.00. Okay, so we don't even have AMZY in this list. We probably need to add them to compare, but I'll do that later. But needless to say, year to date, we take this away. Yeah, so it's not quite there. So this is a little bit misleading because tomorrow, or have they already went on ex-dividend date? I thought today was ex-dividend date, so their share price should have dropped by that amount. We'll see here. So January 16th. So the ex-dividend date is today. And the fact that they haven't dropped in price, or maybe they did. Maybe they dropped yesterday evening. So where are we at here? Okay, so that does look to be the case, guys. I apologize. Yesterday close was, beautiful day, right? They closed at $30.68. And then looks like in the after hours at 8 p.m., that's when they dropped. Okay, so that's fine. We'll see. So back on the spreadsheet, yeah. So this is fine. So year to date, 13.91%. You look at the year to date on Robinhood, it's 3.32%. So there's some fluctuation that's going to happen after the close today. So this data is behind a little bit, but needless to say, it's been pretty well for MSTY so far in 2025. MSTR has been doing pretty well. They're up 17% year to date. Past 3 months, they're up 81%. So MSTY is going to continue to perform well if MSTR continues to perform well. I don't think they'll perform as well, obviously, because they're the strategy YieldMax is implementing. They're implementing a bearish call, call credit spread, covered call strategy. So they're capping the upside. If we go into a bear market, we'll see how they'll perform. We haven't really seen how these funds perform in a bear market, but stay tuned. You never know. The inauguration is next week, and something, like a correction in the market is always a possibility when you have as much volatility as we do out there. Okay, so let's update. Let's see if there's any other from this list that we're tracking. So aptly, so we have AAPY. So once again, a lot of these are KURV funds, just because they've been performing very well. So let's go sort this column Z to A, TSLP. They'll be announcing their dividend coming up as well. TSLY has not paid a dividend yet in 2025. GUI was probably on that list. Let's check. No, they are not. They must be in the same group as TSLY. Same with probably MSFY. Yeah, they're not there either. Alti's already played. AMZ. KURV only pays once a month. AAPY. No. So that's another KURV one. NVDY. Okay, so these are the KURV ones. They'll get paid probably next week. So stay tuned for that. I'll update these with their numbers just to kind of see how things are shaping up so far year to date. But here we are. 5.52. So what is the number they're getting here for this? 28.66. Yeah, so that's pretty close. So from a price return, we're looking at 5.52% year to date. I don't know why Robinhood's not showing that. Okay, so they're saying we opened at 27.73, which I don't think that's 100% accurate. Let's see what Google Finance is showing. that might be, that might even be a better representation if we could see, let's see, Google Finance, that, nope. $27.16, $27.73. Okay. Okay, so it probably closed that. Yeah, so it takes the close. So technically it should be the open. I don't know if we can adjust that. Let's see. So see if we can get the close of. This might blow up the data. No? Okay. So 5.52%. Is that more accurate? No, it is still the same data. What did it calculate for this, though? 27.16. Okay. Regardless, though, there's a little bit of discrepancy between, Robinhood. So they're using the open, or, it looks like they started officially on January 2nd at 11 a.m., whereas Google Finance is using the value to calculate their data at the close. So the numbers are going to vary a little bit. Do with that as you will. But with that being said, MSTY is still the top performing one so far year to date from the YieldMax funds that I have tracked on the sheet. There might be some other ones that are doing a little bit better. I'll update. I'll add some more to this list and kind of keep track of all of them as we go. This is going to be a new series that I'm going to try to do. So stay tuned for that. But looking back in the market, MSTY's having a pretty solid day. Even that they're on ex-dividend today, they are trying to rally back some of that dividend so far, right? So that dividend, once again, is $2.27. That will be paid out tomorrow. So yesterday closed, like we talked about, closed at $30.68. $29.67. Yeah. So you could have bought sometime yesterday, maybe even a better price. Maybe looks like you could have bought, maybe pre-market at $29.67, somewhere around there, and you would only be down $1. Plus, you'd be having a distribution pay you tomorrow. So not too bad. There's tons of different strategies out there as far as dividend capture and stuff like that people use. But currently trading for $28.66. It needs to recover another $2 to get back to where that NAV value was at before they went on ex-dividend date today. Looking at MSTR, once again, Michael Saylor continues to leverage their assets to buy more crypto. We'll see how things shake out with that. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Sorry, I rambled on a little bit, but I hope you got some value from it. Stay tuned for this. We're going to make some update videos as far as updating the numbers here, so we can kind of keep track to see what funds are doing the best from KURV and YieldMax here. So if there's any in this list that you want me to add, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. I can add it, or if you want access to this spreadsheet, that's something I can do as well. Pretty much I'm just leveraging Google Finance's API to fetch some numbers. And then as far as dividends, this is getting pulled from a website called FinViz. Unfortunately, as you guys may know, these types of covered call funds, their dividends vary, every single month. So I'm pulling the data from this website, but this data can become stale, really, really quickly. Pretty much every single month, it can become old or, different than the previous month. So just kind of keep that in mind. Once again, do your own research and risk analysis before investing into these types of funds. They're new funds, right? Not too often have we ever seen funds pay over 100% yield. But do keep in mind that, this is the yield and this is the NAV erosion. So you have to develop some type of strategy to kind of combat that. And I've talked about that kind of before in some of my previous videos, whether it's selling options on the underlying and then throwing the trading profits into these YieldMax funds. So you don't really care at that point what your NAV erodes to, because it's just the house's money, or you kind of get in and out of these positions. That's something that I've kind of done over time. But yeah, different ways to, invest in these funds, which is really cool. We have the free will to kind of do whatever you want with them, whether you just want a dollar cost average into them, whether you just want to lump sum invest into them. The options are endless. But yeah, definitely stay tuned. Gonna try to make some more videos, updating this spreadsheet as the year goes on, and just kind of provide you guys some insight as far as what the numbers look like, and just kind of go from there. But yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. Please like and subscribe down below.